everyone. Today we have our 2025 first Principals Corner with Mr. Canfield.
How you guys doing?
Pleasure to have you. And today we have a special guest, Mr. Long, another co-host with us today.
Oh, what's good? I'm glad to be here with none other than Mr. Triple P.
Triple P. Exactly.
Loving the love.
Exactly. And then we got Eason.
Hello, I'm
Hi,
here. How we feeling though? Are we feeling okay?
Feeling great. Feeling great.
Okay.
How
All
are you
right.
feeling? Second semester, principal. How's it going?
Man, it's been amazing. All right. The first semester was wonderful. It flew by, right? A lot of learning to do as well at the same time. So I've been at this job for about 120 days. Okay. And so what I do right now at this point for myself is I always do introspection, reflection. How does the first 120 days look on my side, right? How's my leadership team doing? How can we continue to be successful and also push and grow? How are the teachers doing? How are the departments doing? So I've spent a lot of time the last couple of weeks kind of looking at that and reflecting on the work that I am doing currently and how can we continue the work that we're doing, the great work we're doing, but also how can we push and grow our students, our staff, and our community.
That's great. I know we have some new assistant principals on campus. Would you mind introducing them or talking a little bit about them?
3 wonderful brand new assistant principals. Miss Bonus, she came from Del Sol High School.
Okay.
And she's been an assistant principal in Clark County for about a year. And she's in the SSO office. And then we have Mr. Sinner and Miss Troth. And they came from Canyon Springs. They were student success facilitators for us. And they were just recently promoted as assistant principals. So their transitions, yeah, absolutely. Their transition for those two has been pretty seamless. Same office, but they got a wonderful promotion. And Miss Bonus has just stepped right into the role, and she is doing a fantastic job here. Really getting to know the culture, climate, getting to know the students and community as well.
That's
Probably
great.
felt like big shoes to fill, but you came in, it was so seamless. It's seamless with the assistant principals, and I feel like that's not something every high school can have. So I'm just so glad Canyon Springs can have it, and I want to thank you for that.
Well, I truly
yeah,
appreciate that.
100%.
I
We
truly
were
appreciate
worried. You're like, what's going to happen?
Oh, with who would I be coming?
I was never
So
worried.
when it was you, we were very, very happy.
Well, I truly appreciate it. It's an honor. I'm humbled every single day I step foot in this building. I learn each and every day. Yes, Mr. Marcuzis is some shoes to fill. He's doing fantastic in his new role as he supervises now multiple schools himself. But he left me a good situation here, and we set up really good systems and structures here. We have a fabulous staff here, and so I'm really grateful of the opportunity of coming in and being the leader of this school. So I appreciate your guys' comments. It really means a lot.
Of course.
I mean, with you being principal, what do you think was the hardest thing about, stepping in to becoming the principal?
That's a great question. So as assistant principals, really you work in your own silos to an extent. So I was over the magnet department, social studies, community engagement. I had my 4 or 5 responsibilities. Right. Also, you supervise and you do all the other stuff too. But and every principal kind of has their roles to play. As a principal, I have to be playing each of those roles as well, checking in, helping out, supporting. So some of the adjustments were, I got to get caught up on athletics. What's going on there? What is the facilities looking like? Making sure I'm aware of the needs and improvements that need to be done. How is our budget looking like? We just got done with the budget season. So I've done a budget before, but now as the top guy, it's very, very important that I'm really diligent. So getting into the budgets and the financing. Also working with discipline and behavior and making sure that's seamless as well, and activities and athletics and clubs and all of those types of things. So really having your hands in all of it and being able to answer questions clear and concise. That took a little bit of time because really you were just working in your little field. You heard about it, right? But now you need to have the deep knowledge about it so understand everything that's going on in this building at all times. So that took a little bit of time for me.
No, for sure. Well, you're doing a great job at it, so
I
yeah.
appreciate that. I still have some time to learn, but yes, I always wanted to grow and learn, and that's one of the biggest things for me. So this year, I'm so grateful grateful to be at a school that I was at before too. So I was able to build relationships and build those connections with people and that trustworthiness with people, and to continue that work has been very beneficial for me, and I want to continue that growth and the support from everybody as well. So it's been a great ride so far.
Sounds amazing.
Nice.
It's a hard job. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I had a question.
No,
we're good? We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Don't. All right, I'm going to take you up the disc.
Okay.
We're very civil on this podcast, okay? So what is your favorite event or activity for second semester? What are you enjoying?
Well, we just started, but in general,
coming up.
Coming up.
Yes.
Okay, so I love the spring concerts that are coming up. We have a play coming up very soon, I believe in February. I'm looking very forward. It's in Disenchanted, I believe it's called. We actually had the director and producers of the play come, and we had a luncheon with them, and it's like a Broadway play. They showed up.
That's
and
so cool.
Yeah, it was amazing. About
awesome.
7-8 of them showed up, and we had a good talk. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, winter sports are going on right now. We're nearing the end, but each sport is doing very well. We have some great wrestlers that are going to state, I think, tomorrow. Basketball's in a good spot for boys and girls. I don't want to leave anybody out, because when I do that, then
We have a lot of sports.
But all of our sports are doing fantastic, and so I'm looking forward to their successes. And then also, like, we went and did the road show last week. So it was really fun to push into Bridger and Sedway middle schools, and we got to meet all of the kids that are going to be coming in to Canyon Springs next year, and we brought the assembly to them. And so it was a time for us to kind of let them kind of see all the things that we do at our school, but also gave them an opportunity to meet their counselor and also start to register for their classes, picking their electives.
Oh,
Nice.
So
that's
that's
very
been
nice.
very
How
cool
was
for
it?
them. It was awesome. I got a chance to do a little presentation there, and I handed out a little money to the kids if they guessed what Triple P meant and what was the purpose. And so I did that, and what our mascot was. And so we had some fun with the kids doing that. And then every sport or club that wanted to be there, they had an opportunity to kind of present their club and sport. The coaches and the players were there. They talked to the kids. And then also with all the academics. So we had Magnet represented, and we had other academics that were represented. So it was a fun time. It was about 45 minutes for each of them, and they just got an opportunity to see the kids and kind of get that vibe of Canyon Springs.
I have a friend that's president of a club. Her name's Sky. She greatly appreciated that. I also appreciate that you went to Sedway. I went to Sedway, actually.
Oh, awesome.
It was in a place when I left, you know what I mean? But, all right. I'm glad that you came and showed them here, because this is probably the best.
It
Pretty
is
much the
best.
opposite of Sedway.
It's right down the street, too. So that's
Right
very
down the
nice.
street. It could stay over there. But, no, I'm just fine. You have a lot on your plate. You both do. It's really stressful. Let's get into the stress management. How is that going?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Mr. Long, would you like to start this?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, when it comes to stress, being able to separate your work life and your home life is really important. Like, if there's anything that's going on in the school that might be, a little bit right? Like, if there's, like, too much work with all the clubs that I'm advising and all that kind of stuff, I kind of try and just leave it here and not bring it home. So just being able to separate work and home is really important. And also, having free time for yourself, doing what you want to do, maybe some alone time. Because while I do have a fiance, I do like having my own time as well. Like, I'll watch a movie by myself, or I'll golf by myself. Just self-care, really. What about you, Mr. Canfield?
Very similar. We spend a lot of time at work, and we need to decompress, right? So weekends are very important. I have 2 young daughters that, during the week it's kind of hard to see them often. I get to have dinner and tuck them into bed at night, but, I really look forward to the weekends to spend time with them and my wife. But, work's work, and that's most important. I have close to 3,000 students on this campus. They're just like my kids, right? So, and an amazing staff. So I want to make sure they're supported, and their health care and their mental health is all taken care of as well at the same time. So if I'm not 100, they're not going to be 100. And I got to always remember that, you come here with a smile on your face, you ensure that everybody's enjoying their day. There's going to be up days, down days, but at the end of the day, we want the best for everybody. So I always always kind of keep that in my mindset each and every day. I want to make sure this day is better than the day before, and just keep moving. And so yeah, and then like Mr. Long said, a lot of the just self-type care stuff. Like I do love to golf, hanging out with friends, watching the Super Bowl coming up soon. You know, any type of fantasy football. You know, that kind of keeps you disengaged with all the other school stuff that's going on. So
Right.
those little things, it keeps you on your toes, and it also just kind of lets you chill for a minute.
Yeah.
With that stress, I think it's very important to manage that on both sides of the table. How is your stress? Are we-
It's constant. I'm always in a constant state of stress. Being a senior, figuring out where you're going to college, being captain of a sports team, 2 presidents of clubs, figuring out where I'm going to college. It's just so much going on up here. Scholarship applying, that's also very important because money does not grow on trees. And so, yeah, I'm just living.
Senior year, though, it's very important. First of all, I just feel high school in general take advantage of everything, which you guys have done.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, senior year, it is very stressful this time of year. It's the applications, it's the scholarships, and so on and so forth. Are any of you guys ready to announce where you're going to school? Have you guys decided?
Oh, you know me. I'm
I
already
haven't
in there.
decided
You're
yet.
good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay.
Undecided. April 2nd, I'll
Undecided.
let you know.
Well, what are
April
your
2nd.
choices though?
I applied to 21 schools. I went a little bonkers, I'll
Awesome.
be honest. Okay.
No.
All right, give us your top 3.
Yeah,
My top three, number 1 is Brown University. Number 2 would have to be University of Virginia. And number 3, that's hard. Probably University of Pennsylvania.
Nice.
So the Ivies.
So you want to be
Cross our
East
fingers.
Coast.
Yes,
Okay.
ideally.
And then what are you going to major in?
Film.
Film?
Cognitive science, hopefully.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I want
What-
to know why we do what we do.
Okay. All right.
And you, sir, like what else do you got going on senior year? I know you do a lot of things, but how's it been with stress level and so forth and getting ready to move on to college?
It's been something. It's been something. It's hard to explain. It's a lot of work.
It's different.
They have me on the back burner now because I'm the singer. I'm the old guy in video production now, so I don't do as much editing, as much film. I leave that to the younger kids, but I do have to step in for flag football because senior night I have to record that. But as far as things I'm doing, well, Nevada's Film Fest is coming back, and I won that one. You know what I'm saying? Last
Oh,
time.
hey,
Congrats.
congrats.
So
Very nice. Very
we have
nice.
to make another film, and I have to come up with ideas, which I already have.
Would you mind giving us a little bit tidbit?
A little bit of okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
some
want an Easton
spoilers?
Alexander Drayton teaser? Okay.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, one, I wanted to make a semi-silent film about a family dealing with loss, but reconnecting through music. And I wanted it to be about maybe a father who lost his wife that also has a daughter, and the father's kind of shut off, but the daughter brings him back with music. And I think that'll be a really hard story to tell, but a good story to tell, so it's worth the risk. I think it's going to win. I think I'll be
I
able to
do
film
too.
it well.
That sounds
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Yeah. No, that
Thank
sounds
you.
really good.
That's really deep.
How did
Yeah,
you come up with
honestly.
that?
Well, I have this special little thing where I sit down and I think for 3 minutes or 3 seconds, and then I have an idea. It's just, I have to make it. So,
It's
I
been
don't
something in the making.
know. Yeah.
For you.
Well, it's mostly script writing now
Okay.
and planning. So, I'll tell you how it is when I come up with something.
Is it going to be before the end of the school year?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll know and we'll be able to see it.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
you could see the last one. I could show off the last one. I have it on my phone. It's downloaded. The one that won last year's competition, or this year, but last year. So yeah, we're gonna try and do that again. I think I'll win.
You're gonna
Well,
love
That's,
it.
yo, you're
I'll
gonna
probably
win.
win.
You're 100%
Gotta have
gonna win.
confidence.
That's a great idea. I mean, just having it, be a silent movie, but using music to interpret it.
Mhm.
So
We're good.
But yeah, I believe we're wrapping up. I believe that's what they're trying to tell. So it's been a wonderful Library News Minute. Any last comments?
No, just stay living your life, you know?
Hey,
Keep doing good.
And I'm going to say something real quick. You guys are the model examples of Canyon Springs, and you've left such an impression on this school, trust me. And I hope many kids that as they become seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen next year, we have that same model coming through. And I really greatly appreciate all the work you guys have done here.
Thank
you.
you. We appreciate
And you
it.
will.
Yeah,
You will,
100%.
definitely.
Later.